How's it going, people of YouTube? I thought I'd just make a quick video, and by quick I hope I mean like 7 minutes or something like that. It's not going to be really quick, but I want to talk about my car because this is probably the best purchase I've ever made. It's just the fact that it's a really solid car. It's the Chevy Cruze LTZ RS version. It's the 1.4 liter with the turbo. Now, I don't know how big the turbo is, and I still haven't been able to find it. I don't think I've been looking hard enough, or unless I'm just blind. But I don't deal with cars, so that's the only reason why it's not that big of an issue. I just know it works. It basically turns this four-cylinder, and when I first heard that the engine was 1.4 liter, I didn't really think that it was going to work out that well, just because I don't have any experience with turbo on a smaller car. Now, this doesn't have EcoBoost, I don't believe, but it works really well. And one thing I do like the most about this car is just the get up and go. Even though it only has 138 horsepower, it's a pretty solid car. I do like the gauges. They're all pretty clean. I mean, if you could see it with the blurriness, but you got that. Then the thing I do like is the mileage, because my old 2000 Neon didn't have that. Navigation, timer, fuel used, which I thought was pretty cool. It's crazy that I've already used 913 gallons. Estimated, I know, but nonetheless. Speed. And then for some reason, I guess that would be cool for some people, but I don't think I could do it. Then it gives you the trip, other trip, tire pressure, which once again, everything, I don't know if this is basic for a lot of cars, but with me coming from a Dodge Neon to something like this, it's amazing. It's an amazing car. It comes with heated seats, the RS package, which is the guy at CarMax. I don't think he knew what he was talking about, but it was okay because I was just trying to look at cars. You know, I wasn't wanting to insult him, and I didn't realize what it was either. But it's a Rally Sport package which is the side skirts, the back bumper, and I believe it's the front bumper, but I could be wrong. Besides that, the RS package is stiffer suspension, and if it's not, it sounds cool if I say it that way. The main thing that I've noticed about the LTZ is just the fact that I would not want to have an LT version. I'm glad I paid the little bit extra money at CarMax for this car because it's paid off immensely. I don't know what the differences are, but I know for a fact that it's the leather interior, which I usually don't like leather because my mom she has a Mercury Monterey with all leather, and I hate it. But it's actual leather, and I don't know if this is actual leather or not, but it's been lasting a lot longer than hers did in the beginning, and it's a solid car. I already got my subs in it. I've had this car for about 2 years already. I put 30,000 miles on it already, and every mile has been great to drive with. Let's see. The one thing that I do like the most, and I was always infamous for it, was not locking my car after I got out of it. And with this, I don't know if it's the RS package or if it's the LTZ package or what it is, or if it's standard on all the models. But when you go away with the smart key after a certain distance, there's an option in the menu that if you select it, then it'll lock the car for you after you walk away. Now there is a downside to it. for instance, when you're bringing groceries in. No, I think I have about a 50 to 75 foot walk from my car right now to the front of my apartment. And the only thing you have to make sure if you're bringing in groceries is to either have your key handy or just keep the door cracked, because if you don't and you have that setting on, it will lock you out. I mean, it's not the fact that it can lock you out. And that's another sweet thing. You can't lock your keys in this car, which that's a godsend because it's a smart key. And I've known a lot of people who have locked their keys in their car, including me. I've done it about twice or three times in my old Neon, and I don't want to ever do that again because it takes forever for someone to get out and help you, and it's just disastrously. Let's see. The chrome on the doors with the, like I said, I don't know what package entitles everything, but the car is just solid overall. It's got the chrome inlay on the handle. And one thing that really got me about this car was this, what do you call it? Oh man, you can't see it. It's like fabric. That part right there is fabric, and I love it. I don't know. I think that's what sold me when I first got the car, and I think it's amazing. Everything about this car is amazing. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now. If you're looking for a little four banger, that's reliable, that's small enough to fit into a lot of spaces. With this being a little, slightly bigger than my Neon, I thought I was gonna have trouble driving it, but it's really not hard to get used to. You still can whip it into tight spaces due to the engine being a little farther back into the car, and it's not inconvenient at all. One thing that I wish I could afford is the OnStar, because I think that's a good little thing to have, but it's not a deal breaker. Heated seats. It's just the full package. And I wish that more people would drive these. I have seen a lot of people drive them, but the LTZ RS package, I don't know if I could go back to whatever car is convenient and less than this one, price wise, because this is about the biggest bang for your buck, I believe, especially with it having a touchscreen. It has a touchscreen, the navigation if you want to pay for it, which I don't need to pay for it because everybody has smartphones. Everybody has smartphones or a GPS or something like that, so I'm pretty sure you don't need it. Climate control wasn't really a big issue for me ever. My mom always had to make sure she had climate control and dual climate control, all that crap, but it doesn't bother me. The fact that it does have it is nice, but I could have went without it. Thanks to my fiance's mom, she tinted my windows, which is beyond awesome too. That really helps with, especially with it being black interior in the summer. It's hell. It's hell when you come in here. Even when you have a shirt on, it feels like you're getting burned alive. Let's see. One thing I didn't realize that I would actually like is a Chevy. I thought I would actually go for Dodges all the time, but my experience with Dodge is just garbage with that Neon. I don't know if it's because I wasn't taking care of it, and it was my first vehicle that I actually owned, but yeah. I thought I was going to be Dodge all the way, but Chevy Cruze definitely changed my mind on that. I'm going to have this car for quite a while, and I hope if someone actually wants to think about buying a new car, to get a Chevy Cruze. Now, I know that I'm going to be biased and all that because I love this car, but there's really nothing to hate about it. Okay, I got one. The turbo on it. It's kind of delayed, but even with that, you should know what to expect with a 1.4 liter, and the fact that it's a 4-cylinder, I mean, you're not going to get much. You're not going to get much go even with the turbo. It's just the fact that it's not going to be a surprise if you actually read the specs. It says the turbo, or it says horsepower change or torque change, sorry, at a certain RPM, because it takes a little bit for the for the turbo to kick in. It's just how any car is, unless you actually get a mod to change that and the controls and stuff like that. You're not getting anything better. But for as cheap as these cars are, and as good built as they are, you can't go wrong. So that's my little review, and I hope you guys like it. And I hope if you actually are going out to get your first car for whatever, to get a Cruze. So I'll talk to you guys later.